Welcome to Perspective. The ability to remain silent, even when provoked or in the heat of a conflict, is an underrated form of power. Silence can be a tool to maintain control, protect your inner peace, and confuse those who expect a reaction from you. Stoic philosophy teaches that silence is more than the absence of words. It's a reflection of inner calm and strength. In this video, we'll explore 7 powerful ways to use silence, inspired by Stoic principles, to outsmart adversaries and maintain control over any situation. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Unspoken Force, Silence as a Stoic Power. In Stoicism, silence is not just a passive act, but a conscious choice of restraint and self-control. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, emphasized that our thoughts and reactions are within our control, and that choosing when to speak or stay silent is a powerful decision. Silence, in this context, does not imply weakness or avoidance. Instead, it reflects strength because it shows that you are not easily manipulated by external forces. When someone expects you to react, staying quiet confuses them. They lose their power because they cannot predict your next move or get a rise out of you. This restraint reflects the core Stoic idea that you should only focus on what you can control, your thoughts and actions, while ignoring what is outside your power, such as others' provocations. Practicing silence also gives you time to reflect and make better decisions. In a world full of noise and constant pressure to respond immediately, by staying silent, you communicate that you are grounded in wisdom and unshaken by others' attempts to disturb your peace. Chapter 2. Confuse and Disarm, Breaking Expectations with Silence. People often expect certain reactions based on their actions. If they confront you, criticize you, or try to provoke you, they anticipate a response, usually an argument or defense. However, when you choose silence instead, it completely throws them off. They are left uncertain and uncomfortable, as silence creates a gap in their control. In the context of conflict, silence can be more powerful than words. When someone insults you, they expect a retaliation or a justification. By refusing to engage, you take away their satisfaction and undermine their attempts to assert dominance. This Stoic practice is based on the understanding that their words do not define you, your response, or lack thereof, does. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, believed that our tranquility depends on our ability to ignore provocation. Silence sends the message that you are not emotionally invested in the confrontation, which often makes your adversaries second-guess themselves. Moreover, silence forces others to fill the space with their discomfort or uncertainty. When you remain calm and composed in silence, it reflects your inner strength. Instead of fighting back, you shift the power dynamics and leave them confused, questioning why they even attempted to provoke you in the first place. Chapter 3. Master the Moment, Silence and Emotional Control. One of the most profound aspects of Stoicism is mastering your emotion. In moments of tension, anger, or stress, our instinct is to react impulsively. However, Stoicism teaches that true mastery comes from controlling these reactions and finding stillness amidst chaos. Silence is one of the most effective tools for achieving this mastery. When we speak out of anger or frustration, we often regret it. Words spoken in haste can escalate conflict, damage relationships, and create further stress. By staying silent, you give yourself space to process the situation without letting your emotions dictate your behavior. This aligns with the Stoic practice of apatheia, or freedom from disruptive emotion. By being silent, you protect your peace and prevent yourself from acting on negative emotions. Silence creates a buffer between stimulus and response. This space is where true Stoic strength lies. It's the ability to pause, reflect, and choose a response that aligns with your values, rather than reacting out of anger or ego. In this way, silence becomes a powerful shield, keeping you grounded while others lose control. Chapter 4. The Silent Advantage, Cultivating Mystery and Authority. Silence has a unique way of creating mystery. When you speak less, people naturally become more curious about your thoughts and intentions. This element of mystery can be a significant advantage in both personal and professional settings. In Stoic philosophy, you don't need to explain or justify yourself to everyone. Often, silence speaks louder than words. It gives others the impression that you are confident, wise, and in control of the situation. By being reserved, you keep people guessing, and they are less likely to challenge someone who seems composed and unfazed by external events. When people don't know what you're thinking, it gives you a tactical advantage. They cannot predict your next move, which puts them on edge. This is particularly powerful when dealing with adversaries. Silence makes them wonder whether you're indifferent, planning something, or simply above their provocations. It makes you appear untouchable, which can diffuse any potential conflict before it even begins. Chapter 5. The Quiet Within, Reflecting Inner Peace Through Silence. Silence is more than a tool for confusing others. It's also a reflection of your inner state. Stoicism emphasizes maintaining inner peace regardless of external circumstances. When you remain silent in situations where others expect conflict or drama, it reflects that you have found peace within yourself. This inner stillness is at the heart of Stoic teaching. You are not swayed by the noise of the world around you because you have cultivated a sense of calm that cannot be easily shaken. Silence, in this case, is not an absence of action, but an active demonstration of your serenity. This kind of peace is contagious. When others see that you are untroubled, they often begin to question their reaction. By being a model of tranquility, you can influence others to adopt a more peaceful approach, diffusing tension before it ever escalates. Stoicism teaches that this inner peace is something you should strive to carry with you in all situations, and silence is one of the most effective ways to communicate. Chapter 6. Silence in Strategy, Winning Negotiations Without a Word. Silence is also an incredibly powerful tool in negotiations and decision. When used strategically, it can shift the dynamics of any conversation in your favor. In negotiation, silence can unnerve the other party. When you stay quiet after someone makes a point or an offer, it puts pressure on them to fill the space. They may reveal more than they intended or feel the need to compromise out of discomfort with the silence. By not rushing to speak, you maintain control and force the other side to make the next move. This approach ties back to Stoicism's emphasis on patience and control. By staying silent, you're not just avoiding conflict, you're also gaining a tactical edge. You're showing that you are not desperate to engage, which often compels others to concede ground. Chapter 7. Silent Victory, Achieving Success Without Confrontation. Stoicism teaches that winning doesn't always require a fight. Sometimes, the best way to defeat an opponent or overcome a challenge is by remaining silent, allowing others to expose their weaknesses while you stay grounded. True strength, according to Stoic thought, comes from within. By mastering silence, you create an environment where conflict dissolves before it stops. You win not by defeating others, but by refusing to engage in battles that are beneath you. This kind of victory is far more lasting and meaningful because it doesn't rely on external validation or triumph over others. Instead, it reflects your mastery of self, which is the ultimate goal of Stoicism. Outgrowth. Silence is a powerful tool in the Stoics' arsenal, capable of disarming, confusing, and winning over adversaries without ever lifting a finger. By embracing these 7 principles of silence, you can navigate life's challenges with grace, control, and inner peace. Remember, the greatest victories often come not from what you say, but from what you choose not to say.